Welcome back, guys. We are almost done with our equivalency unit for changing percents, fractions, and decimals between each other. So this is the last one. We're doing percents to fractions and decimals, reviewing the strategy that you're supposed to use to change between those, okay? So I have three problems that we're going to do together. Then you're going to go off and do your work for today. So let's go ahead and share my screen. Share. All right, converting percents to fractions and decimals. All right, so remember when we're changing a percent to a fraction, it's always out of 100. And because it's a fraction, we have to simplify it. So let's go ahead and look at that. So I have 72%. I'm going to go ahead and put out of 100. I have 72 out of 100, which is what it is, a fraction. But because it's a fraction, I have to simplify it if I can. 72 is an even number. 100 is an even number as well. So I know that I can divide by 2. So let's go ahead and do that. Divide by 2, divide by 2. I don't know what 72 divided by 2 is. I'm going to do some scratch work. 2 times 3 will give me 6. 2 times 6 will give me 12. So 36 on top. Half of 100 is 50. Okay. Now I have 36 over 50. Both of them are still even. Let's think of a bigger number that we can use other than 2. Let's see. 4 goes into 36. 4 does not go into 50. Looks like 2 might be our option again. Let's look at that. So let's do divide by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Half of 50 is 25. Half of 36, I do know what that is. That's 18. 18 over 25. Now, there is no number that will go evenly into 18 or 25. So that is our simplified fraction for 72%. But now I need to change this into a decimal. So good old Dr. Pepper, if I have a percent and I move it 2 to the left, I have a decimal. So if I come back over here, this is a whole number, so that means I start at the back. 1, 2. So my decimal is 0.72. Okay. All right, let's try another one. 3%. Again, they want a fraction. So we know a percent is out of 100. And I'm going to just put this number on top. I have 3 out of 100. Can I simplify this? 3, 100. They don't share a number. So this is my simplest form. I now need a decimal. Remember, Dr. Pepper, 2 to the left gives me a decimal. Because this is a whole number, I can start at the back. 1, 2. Whenever I have an empty space, I'm supposed to fill it with a 0. So I'm going to put decimal 0, 3. I now have my fraction and decimal answers. One more. 122%. Now you'll be like, Miss, wait. 100%. Why is it more than 100? There's percents that are more than 100. It's still going to be out of 100. So I'm going to put 122 out of 100. Because the top number is bigger than the smaller number, that means I'm going to have a mixed number as my answer. It's improper, right? So let's do it this way. If I cover up the 22 and I cover up the 100, what do I have? I have one left over, right? So that means I'm going to have one whole. Because anything over 100, that means I have one whole of something, right? So I'm going to put equals 1, and then I'm going to put 22 over 100. Okay? I'm still not done though, because 22 over 100 can still be simplified. Both of those are even. They are divisible by 2. So let's try that. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 22 divided by 2 is 11. 100 divided by 2 is 50. 11 over 50. 1 and 11 over 50. 11 and 50 do not have a common number that they share. So that is my simplified fraction. 1 and 11 over 50. Oh no, my lights went out. All right, we still need to change this into a decimal. Remember, Dr. Pepper, 2 to the left will give me a decimal. So I'm going to come over here because this is a whole number. I'm going to start at the back. 1, 2. So my decimal is going to be 1.22, which makes sense because I had a whole number over here. So that makes sense that I would have a whole number over here, which I do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to review the strategies on changing a percent to a decimal and a fraction. Now you're going to go off and do some work on your own in your folder for today, and I will see you tomorrow.